Hey, welcome back. In this video we're going to work out the volume and surface area of a cylinder. Coming up. Jason has decided to build a rainwater tank to recycle rainwater for later use and reduce mains water use for economic and environment reasons and aid sustainability. If you haven't seen video 1 and 2, make sure you go and watch that in the cards above. Moving on, to work out the volume of the cylinder, we need to work out the cross section times the height. Now the cross section is this circle for the cylinder, and the height obviously is the height of the cylinder. Jason has decided to build a cylinder with a diameter of 3 meters and a height of 5 meters. So the area of the circle, or the cross section, is pi times r squared. R in this case, the radius, is half the diameter, so it's 3 divided by 2. So to work out the area of the circle, we do pi times 3 divided by 2 squared, that's pi r squared, which gives us an area of 7.07 meters squared. Now we need to multiply that by the height, which is 5, in order to work out the total volume of the cylinder, which gives us a total of 35.34 meters cubed. Jason would like to paint the cylinder in order to weatherproof it. In order to work out the total surface area, we need to consider the net, or the parts of the circle. We have the top, the lateral surface, and then the bottom. Now the top, we already know, has an area of pi r squared, in which case we have 2, the top and the bottom, which is pi r squared plus pi r squared, which gives us 2 pi r squared. I can take off the top and the bottom, but I still have the lateral surface that I need to find out. In order to find out the lateral surface, I should consider this length here. What is this length? Now if you look at the circle, consider that the circumference of the circle is actually equal to pi d, or 2 pi r. So the circumference of the circle is pi d, or 2 pi r. So 2 times the radius is equal to 1 diameter. Actually, we can write that down. 2 radii equal 1 diameter. So consider, if we stretched out the circumference, it would be the length of the lateral surface. So the lateral surface would be equal to pi d, or 2 pi r. And the height of the cylinder completes the lateral surface, so we need to times it by the height. So the area of the lateral surface would be equal to pi times the diameter times the height, or 2 times pi times the radius times the height. So just to recap, the circumference stretched out gives us the length of the lateral surface of a cylinder, which is pi d, or 2 pi r. And the height, of course, the height of the cylinder gives us the height of the lateral surface. So we have a formula, pi times the diameter times the height, or 2 times pi times radius times the height. So the formula for the surface area of a cylinder is given by 2 times pi times radius squared plus 2 times pi times the radius times the height. So the surface area of this cylinder, 2 times pi times the radius squared plus pi times the diameter times the height, which gives us 61.26 meters squared. So this cylinder has a total surface area of 61.26 meters squared. So Jason needs to buy enough paint or weatherproofing for coverage of about 62 square meters. I hope you found this video helpful. Drop me a like and subscribe. If you haven't already watched the playlist parts 1 and 2, make sure you go and watch that to work out the surface area of prisms and cubes and cuboids. I'll see you in the next one.